whoever kills who first wins that round, or you take down the tower first.
Yeah, I know.
First death, first tower. Boom, boom.
I know that. I just like see that's the problem is y'all get on at like 8 p.m. at night, and then I'm like very tired at this point. So I'm like, I'll play like 2 of these and be like, all right, I gotta get off.
Well, yeah, no, you'll get through this and then you have to get off. Yeah, this one match, as it were. Well, game, multiple matches, but yeah. All right. So, but as we before you lock in your champion, just make sure you mute me. Because if you don't, I'm going to be really annoying during that entire thing. Just talking in your ear. And you don't want that. You don't have to mute Brody if you don't want to, but you'll probably be way too focused either way. Sophie, you're leaving, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm watching the stream, but yes.
Well, yes, I feel like.
So I'll be watching.
Give me a second here. Let me get this into the
I
chat.
wonder, how much are you?
And we'll start her up.
Okay.
I'm finding the link right now. Give me a second here.
I'm watching the stream, but yes.
Well, yes. Okie dokie.
Okay. Ready?
Sure.
Yep. Hit it.
Okay. Hitting it.
All right. So Vigar. Oopsie daisies, didn't mean to open that. Then I gotta pick my. All right. So Kara, Brody, mute me if you haven't already.
Okay.
Boom, and we'll get into it. All right. So today we have Brody and Kara. We have one game today, so best 3 out of 5 matches on Vigar. Home field advantage is Kara's today because obviously Ziggs in Vigar main.
Base camp.
And yeah, I'm just really excited to see what Kara's got today. Brody, I feel like needs some more
Wait,
time
can we?
to really...
Do we have to die or can we channel back?
You can channel back.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I gotta move.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
All right. There we go.
Let's get this surprise party started.
All right. So from last match against Sophie, Brody did show a lot of promise, but just couldn't finish it out, especially on that Renata game. It was really close. Just couldn't do it though. So today against Kara, he's not going to have an easy time landing against her on her Vigar, but I have faith in him, and honestly, I hope he comes out with the win. I'm not picking favorites though. I shouldn't, and I don't, because I want both of them to win. But oh man, it's just going to be a really good match. I'm ready to go.
A little celebrating never
All
kills
right.
anyone.
So on starting builds, right off the bat, we got same starting items, tier 2 pots. As of summoner spells, we have Brody, who's had some experience in the 1v1s, and so has opted to take Sophie's bread and butter. The Barrier Ignite, very aggressive, very useful for those prolonged heavy burst duels as it's going to be. Kara opting to take Electrocute, a little more burst damage early. If this game goes for any long, Brody's Dark Harvest is definitely going to come in handy more. But I don't know how many stacks he's going to be able to get off for that to be as useful as Electrocute in this case, to be honest. Both taking Sorcery secondary is pretty standard. I'd imagine it's the same thing there. And yeah, so far, laning. Let me just make sure I'm talking. Yep, Brody's up 10. 10-7. Not a bad job. Kara, though, coming in for the first stun, and Brody forced to pop barrier right away. I don't know if he wanted to do that. Honestly, he didn't have that much damage taken already, and I don't think that would have done enough damage for him to be worried about anything. Nothing he couldn't passively regen a little bit back, I guess. But his decision, we'll take it. Put that on cooldown right away. I respect it. Another really good stun from Kara. But Brody coming over with his own right away and popping Ignite, trying to win that engagement. And Kara just barely winning it still. Some of the experience has got to be shining through in these engagements, especially with how confidently Kara is walking up and hitting these stuns, forcing Brody to get more confident in his Vygar play. Brody, though. Ooh. Alright, Kara took a tower shot, and Brody stunning, playing it well. But Kara getting some good counterplay in there. Both characters, though, just don't have the mana or the cooldowns to really get each other close enough to just scare each other, as it were. As soon as they hit 6, though, tensions will be high. You cannot be half health in lane without the threat of just being one shot. Kara, though, going back for the first time, and Brody really using this time to push the wave in and build up a little bit of a CS lead here. They've been remarkably even, and one can only imagine how many stacks of Dark Evil, or I forget what that passive is called. Phenomenal Evil? How many stacks of Phenomenal Evil each of them has. Kara, though, coming back with boots and refillable potions. Really good buys, good utility. Might be able to outrun a few stuns, survive a little more burst. But Brody just buying a straight blast wand. So Brody's coming into this with a heavy AP advantage. And unless Kara has a lot more stacks of Phenomenal Evil than I think she does, things are gonna hurt a lot more. Let's hope those potions put in some work for her. Kara right off the bat missing that stun. And Brody freezing wave outside a tower.
Anybody want to run you?
Now I'm not seeing... There's 2 stacks for Kara. Not seeing a lot of Qs out from either when I'm trying to get stacks. I can understand a lot of... Ooh. Alright, a lot of stuff just happened there. Both of them tried to zone each other out with some stuns. Neither worked, though. Both just ended up bursting each other. Kara blowing ult. Dare I say a little early. Scaring the heck out of Brody. Making him pop barrier again, putting that on cooldown. Kara, though, coming out of that pretty healthy, and still has both stacks of refillable potions, so... I could complain about using ulti too early, but She's coming out of that fairly unscathed. She plays her cards right, keeps Brody around a little longer. She might have this first match in the bag. But Brody missing the cannon and refusing to go back, wanting to get Kara's cannon under tower. And Kara's gonna let it go. Ooh, and tower takes it, and she's gonna go back off that. Not even trying to get the caster minions. Brody also gonna go back after that, and ooh, Kara actually with a 5 minion lead right now. We're gonna see what they buy after that. I'm afraid to see what Kara does with some extra damage here. Brody getting some extra mana with that sapphire crystal. And refillable pots. Alright, he's gonna be a little more stats on him there. We'll see what Kara's got when she gets back here. Big wave stacking up though, especially for Brody here. See how many he could turn into phenomenal evil stacks. And Kara coming back with sapphire crystal also, but an amplifying tome. Getting a little bit of that AP. Not as much as Brody though. See how much of that AP Brody can survive this time though. The experience really showing through in these duels. Kara just able to predict, and even without the stun, hit these abilities while at the same time dodging Brody's fairly flawlessly. Which doesn't make sense, but we're gonna pretend like it does right now. Brody forced to pop potions right away. I don't think Kara's been forced to pop potions yet, honestly. Both players stacking that phenomenal evil. CS is rather even, and especially if Brody can confirm these last two. No, he cannot. Kara's up one going into this wave. Both manas fairly even here. Kara just able to hit a little bit more. Brody's having a hard time catching Kara out with anything. Neither player really hitting the tower either. So this is really going to come down to first death. Who builds the most AP the fastest? Early ults coming out. Kara just dodging a few more and getting that last Q after the barrier. The late/early barrier came out and then wore off. And that's your first match.
Disconnected.
We'll go to the players to see what they think. Heck yeah, Kara. That was good.
I'm so sorry. Isaiah came out of the bushes,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
and I was not expecting Isaiah to come out of the bushes.
Every
as,
once
like,
in a
the
while,
clown
I have to.
fiddlestick.
I'm just running through the jungles because
Scared
every
the
once in a
shit out of
while
me.
it'll be like, hey, you're
A
AFK.
summoner has reconnected.
Oh. Heck yeah, Kara, though. How you feeling? First match, got a dub.
Kara, you need to leave the game.
I just did. Sorry, it took a minute.
Oh, they haven't unmuted me. They
I'm
got
sorry.
unmuted.
Isaiah came out of the bushes, scared the shit out of me. Because I was not expecting him, and then this fucking...
Kara, you need to unmute Isaiah.
Kara, unmute me.
Oh, 1 second. I'm sorry. Hello. I'm
Hello.
sorry, Isaiah.
You're
You
okay.
scared the shit out of me.
Alright, before we get into this one. How first match and you won, Kara. How we feeling?
Fine.
Fine.
Vigar has some mechanics that are, that like Brody doesn't play Vigar very much, so I don't expect him to know, like, some of the... the only reason I was able to kill you is because if you kill minions with Vigar's Q, you get stacks of Phenomenal Evil that builds up his AP. So I was finishing the minions with that more because I know how to because I play him all the time.
Oh yeah.
Which gave me a
Yeah.
higher 8, which gave me more stacks of evil, which means that the same abilities I had did more damage.
How many stacks did you have at the end there? I was curious, honestly.
31, I think.
31. Ooh, okay. So that's each stack is 1 AP, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think I had around
at
that
the
as well.
end there, no, you had a
You
blasting.
weren't too far
You
behind
had a
me.
blasting wand, so you had 40 AP. But Kara had a amplifying tome, which is 20, plus 31, which is 51. So at the end there, Kara just barely had.
No, but I had like last time I checked, which wasn't at
Oh,
the end of
true.
the match. I had like 25
25
stacks,
True.
if not
Yeah.
more.
25.
Yeah, I know I had more than you, but I know I likely had more than you, but it probably wasn't a ton more because you play with me so often that you would know that.
Kara also
Yeah.
got
I
early
just,
boots,
like,
so Kara had
it's
more move
just-
speed there.
I did have more move speed, but like I mean I play Vygar all the time, so
No, you're good. This is what we're here for. Nice job.
But there was a couple times I was like, "Ooh, Brody getting the jump on me." I was like, "Damn." It was actually really funny when we would both like put cages around each other
Yeah.
Just not move.
because then we were both just like, "Argh!"
There was a lot of that with like Morgana too. You would just throw Q and then each shield it.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh well.
All right. Well,
All right.
if we're ready, you guys could mute me up and we could get in round 2.
All right.
Is it round 2 the same character? Round
Yep.
2 different?
Yep.
Best 3 out of
Round
5.
2. Oh, okay.
Each character is best 3 out of 5.
Okay.
So we fully know.
Okay, I'm starting.
Okay.
Oh wait, Carrie, you need to join the other team.
Oh,
Or I
yeah,
can-
yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, I got it.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Mute me up. Get in it. Okay, let me pick Fiddlesticks. Well, let me mute you two, actually. Cool. All right, round 2, and I'm excited for this, honestly. I kind of want to see if Brody has a different strategy going into this, honestly. I would like him to change that Dark Harvest, but I don't know if he will, honestly. Okay, sorry, I didn't have chat up. Hey Sophie, how are we doing? All right. Now going into this, I don't expect to see anything different out of Kara, but I expect to see maybe a little more early utility from Brody, as in boots and or something else other than a blasting wand, but I don't
Welcome
know.
to Summoner's Rift.
Very curious.
Send in the cloud.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Alright, Kara sitting in the bush for some reason. That's fine. That's fine though.
Laughter is the
I was
best
walking across the thing
medicine.
just to make
Minions
sure
have
nothing
spawned.
happens here.
Hello,
Wouldn't want
little
an
boy.
unfair
Are
contest.
you afraid of clowns?
We would hate that, Kara, if you got free cheap shots in. We ain't about that life. Alright, Kara, coming out here, trying to get that early poke off right away, but missing. Getting that one off, though, but missing the Phenomenal Evil stack on that melee minion. Getting it on that melee minion and missing Brody getting... So for those who don't know, any minion that Vygar hits. No, any minion Vygar kills with his Q gives him a stack of Phenomenal Evil. Each stack translating to 1 AP. And I believe it's any damaging ability hit on a champion also gives a stack of Phenomenal Evil. So what it's really going to come down to is how well they can poke and how well they can CS with that Q. As you can see, the Q hits 2 targets and then dissipates. And after, we'll look at the CS after we examine how they CS these cannons. Brody's getting low, and he gets 2 minions with the Phenomenal Evil. Kara just securing the cannon with it. Both securing cannons though, which is big golden flux. Kara 4 ahead though. Good poke coming out from Kara. He's gonna have to pick it up a little bit, especially with those W's, which is the comment you see coming down. Tries to go for that stun, but just can't hit it. Kara nailing it though, but 2 casters blocking that Q. Both players just trying to farm and build up that Phenomenal Evil. Oof, Brody using that Q, but not getting the stack. Really going in here. Doesn't have any mana, but banked on Ignite, and that's done. And it doesn't really know where to go from there. Kara not really being able to do anything either, because mana. And Brody missing the cannon. I was a little distracted, didn't see if Kara got it, but Brody is up right now. I should say even now.
This surprise party is just getting started.
A lot closer than last game. Brody, though, having to pop 1 pot. Kara not having to use any yet. Very close game, though. Brody getting that good poke off. Need to do that. Kara first to go back, though. And Brody quickly following suit. Does want to get left behind. Has a nice freeze going. Might as well take that advantage of it. They are rather even. He could have stayed to get a little bit of a lead, but I could see why he would want to do this too. Now Kara going for the boots and the amplifying tome because she still has those 2 health potions. She doesn't get the refillables, hasn't had to use them, still has them in her back pocket for a special occasion. Brody going for that blasting one still though. Tried and true. We'll see if Kara can pick up the win a little earlier here. Because of the less utility, slightly more damage. Brody, though, took exhaust this time instead of barrier. Just in case. And right off the bat, both players blowing a lot of mana. With not a lot of outcome. Especially for Brody here. And so far, Kara took a fairly large lead in CS. Brody with the early, way early ulti, and Kara with the little more well-timed. Really making Brody poop his pants a little bit there. Ooh, man. Good plays out of both players. I would have just liked to see that ult come out a little later from Brody. After he got all that damage off. I'm unaware if he knows that that ability is an execute. So the less damage the enemy has, the more damage it'll do. But Carol almost getting it there. And as I suspected, that little bit of damage is going to go a long way. Especially with a person who knows how to use Veigar. Brody coming back with even more AP after that. Kara, AP, and some mana. So Brody keeping that AP supremacy. But Kara having a lot more sustain. Especially having one pot still. That pot can regen just enough health for that ult not to execute. It's a big swing. Because especially when those cages come out, if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, it's 3 ability burst and you're out for the round, son. Both players doing a good job of spacing here. Really done a good job of filling each other out through these round and a half. Can Kara secure this cannon under tower? And she does. Also gets that stack of phenomenal evil. Some casters there, but getting the cage off and getting a lot of good damage. Brody getting the late cage off into that fight, and the ignite just barely getting him to the point where he wins that. But Kara got the pot, keeping her right in this. Brody though, hitting that good poke, forcing out the flash because of the exhaust, and forces Kara to back here. Now Brody gonna get these, most likely gonna get this one. And is probably, nope. Doesn't want to take the time. Doesn't want to go to give Kara any opening. Is just gonna go back right away. Keep the freeze going. Hopefully be able to run back and get this cannon. Now Kara doesn't have that TP up quite yet. Don't know if she's gonna get any more value out of that this game. We'll see if it goes on any longer. Shouldn't though, with how much AP is being built right now. Brody lost the chance on the cannon, but can Kara capitalize? Oh, just barely misses it. And you hate to see it. You really do. And off that back, Kara bought the refillables. Brody still has that one pot. Kara with the Lost Chapter, which is going to give a lot more mana, a lot more sustain in this lane, and a good chunk of AP on top of it. But Brody doubling the AP as far as items go, and has the Sapphire on top of it. So has a little more sustain. But Kara though, if Brody doesn't hit all of his abilities though, Kara will run away with it, being able to sustain a lot easier in this lane. Whoops. We'll get back into it. Hold up, hold up.
A summoner has reconnected.
Oh, hello Daisy. Yeah, this is Veigar. So he's a little evil mage. breakdown of his kit. He builds phenomenal evil stacks, which he gets from killing minions with his Q, which is what you just saw Brody use there. And Kara there. And then also hitting enemy champions gives him stacks of phenomenal evil. 1 stack of phenomenal evil translating to 1 AP. He also has that Comet W that you're seeing come out of the sky, and the Giant Cage. His ulti is the giant ball that he throws at people that does a bunch of execute damage. Kara has the home field advantage as the main. Don't tell him that. He'd be very mad that you think he's cute. He is the most evil character. Now Kara, though, with a substantial minion lead right now, and a blasting rod on top of that, I don't know if Brody can claim to have an AP superiority anymore, especially with the stacks of phenomenal evil that Kara most likely has from all that extra CS. Securing the cannon there too, and getting Brody's shoved under tower, and he's gonna miss that, and he does, which is a big loss. Alright, even on the AP as far as items, Kara with just a little more move speed and more stacks of phenomenal evil. Brody's gonna have to be real careful here, and he's gonna have to have a really nicely timed ulti if he has any chance of winning this duel. He would play more evil than Tifa, yes. Good stuns out though, and Brody taking the second round. Fairly convincingly, might I say, too. Getting a good stun, good burst.
A summoner has disconnected.
And then backpedaling really well as soon as that cage came out. Good play from Brody there. Showing that extra move speed does nothing, apparently. Well played. Let's go to the players to see what they have to say.
Is not here anymore.
Okay, why? Did she leave?
I don't know. I accidentally rejoined the game.
Did she just... Like, that was a really good last duel, Brody. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well played.
It's the exhaust that helped save me.
But, like... She's on. She good?
Nope, she got off.
That's 1-1. I'll keep
Yeah.
track of that. I'll put that in league chat. Alright, so we
Okay.
have Vigar. So Sophie, if you want to play Vigar, I know you're studying, but AO. Alright, so Vig, Car, Boon, V, Bro, and...
Oh, wait. Kara's back on.
Oh, okay, cool.
I wonder if her computer...
Maybe.
She's creating a normal game.
What? Is she mad?
I don't know.
What?
She wasn't really talking the entire time. Neither was I.
I was gonna say, I would imagine you guys are focused.
Yeah.
We still got 2 games here at the very least.
Yeah.
Kara, what's going on?
I don't know. Like, I thought about taking teleport last night, and I'm gonna be honest, it
It's
was
not a bad idea, honestly.
no,
Especially,
because
if
it
we
helps
play,
you.
if we play like Ziggs.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because it helped her keep up on farm, and I just wasn't able to.
She was getting ahead of you.
Because you would. Yeah.
Like I was saying, going into that last, like, as you both were coming back to lane that last one there, I was like, Brody is down on AP and move speed. So he's going to really have to play it well if he wants to bring it out. And sure as shit.
Yeah. It's. Because AP reduces, or just. It was for me the. Exhaust. Because I knew in every engagement that I had it up, I needed to exhaust Kara as soon as possible because it slows her down, and then it also.
If you can get that out before the ulti comes out, oh,
Mm-hmm.
forget about it.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I was more focused on exhausting that than.
I mean, Anna was talking about getting on 2 tonight.
When did Anna send that in chat though?
Like 6:30.
6. So I feel like Anna probably like fell asleep or something.
Yeah. Probably.
Or.
Sophie's studying. Nerd.
Yeah. Oh.
Like,
I mean, she's on.
yeah, like I don't know what's.
Oh.
Messenger maybe? I don't know.
I'll invite you. I'll join your team. And then...
I'd say maybe she just doesn't want to talk. Like, that'll work.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Brody. What were you thinking going in that last fight?
The issue, it was, I'm down on farm, but I don't know about AP, because I think I might have had more AP, because I had, like, over 50 stacks of Phenomenal Evil.
Well, yeah.
And,
she had...
and
You had the same items, except for she had boots on top of everything.
Yeah.
And she had more CS, and I didn't look at her stacks. I guess I could have looked at her stacks.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Because that's the hard thing, because, like, but I was also higher level than she was.
True. So, yeah.
Because, oh, nope, she doesn't want to do it. So she turned that down. So.
Oh, well then. This was a short stream then.
Yeah.
Well, sorry everybody. We'll see if we ever see the conclusion to that. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, as of now, I guess peace out, homies. Sorry.